Have you ever seen your dog quietly avoid someone, even when that person seems friendly? No barking, no growling, just turning away in silence. We often think of dogs as simply loyal, lovable, and obedient creatures. But there's something few people realize. Dogs can sense things that humans simply cannot. Negative energy, illness, and even a person's true nature. Numerous studies have confirmed that dogs don't just read our tone or facial expressions, they can detect changes in heart rate, the scent of sweat, and even lies. And in this video, you'll discover why sometimes it's better to trust your dog than your own instincts. If you've ever felt like your dog had a sixth sense, you're not alone. Don't forget to subscribe so you can uncover even more unbelievable truths about your four-legged friend. With just one sniff, a dog saved its owner from a deadly seizure. This isn't folklore. It's been medically documented hundreds of times. Certain dogs can detect strange odors in sweat, breath, and even cancer cells, long before doctors find any warning signs. According to the UK-based organization Medical Detection Dogs, some dogs can detect lung cancer through breath samples with up to 97% accuracy. When their owner is about to experience a hypoglycemic episode, they'll lick their face, paw at their hand, or bark relentlessly, as if desperately trying to warn them. Never ignore an unusual behavior from your dog. Sometimes, it's not just about them, it's a silent cry for you. Have you ever noticed your dog sniffing one spot on your body for no clear reason? Share your experience in the comments below. But scent is only the tip of the iceberg. Because dogs carry a hidden lie detector right inside their ears. Someone may smile with their mouth, but a dog knows when the heart doesn't match. Dogs don't just hear, they feel. A study from Kyoto University found that when a person speaks kindly, but their voice is tense or rushed, dogs become instantly suspicious. The disconnect between words and true energy makes dogs cautious, and they often walk away. Ever wonder why your dog dislikes someone, even though that person is all smiles and friendly gestures? Maybe it's a fake smile, one that only your dog could see through. They may not speak, but they understand the truth better than anyone. Have you ever witnessed your dog distrusting someone who seemed perfectly nice? Share that moment. We'd love to hear your story. And if voice tone can reveal true emotions, then sweat hormones are even more brutally honest. They can't be hidden. You might say, "I'm fine," but your body could be screaming for help. And your dog will be the first to notice. When someone carries emotional baggage like anger, jealousy, or anxiety, their body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These substances are invisible to the human eye, but dogs can smell them clearly. One faint breeze carrying the scent of unease is enough for a dog to know something's wrong. They may become alert, step protectively in front of you, or quietly retreat, like a living sensor detecting unseen danger. Never underestimate your dog's reaction. They don't just smell people. They smell the emotions we try to bury. Try to recall. When was the last time your dog acted strangely around someone? Maybe they were trying to tell you something you couldn't see. And if scent wasn't enough to surprise you, your heartbeat might be. Did you know a slightly trembling hand is enough to make your dog wary? A study from the University of Naples found that dogs can sense minute changes in heart rate and breathing patterns. When you're nervous, your palms sweat, your breath quickens, your heart races, and to a dog, these invisible signals scream alarm. They don't need you to say, "I'm scared." Just by standing next to you, they already know. Sometimes, before you even feel afraid, your dog has already stepped in front of you, squinting protectively at the person ahead. They can't speak, but their heart listens to yours. Have you ever seen your dog suddenly act protective for no clear reason? Tell us about that moment. And once a dog is hurt by someone, they'll never forget. It only takes one moment of pain for a dog to learn never to trust again. Despite what some believe, dogs do not forget quickly. If someone mistreats them, even just with indifference, harshness, or coldness, their brain stores every detail. The voice, the scent, the posture, like a scar etched into memory. Later on, even if they meet someone with a similar walk, tone, or even cologne, they'll step back. And you'll have no idea why. But to a dog, that past pain becomes a survival instinct for life. Never assume dogs forget. Painful memories guide their path, and sometimes they might even protect you in doing so. Have you ever seen your dog react to someone they might have met before? We'd love to hear what happened. And sometimes a single angry glance is enough for them to walk away. You'd be amazed at their ability to read our faces. Just a slight frown, and your dog will step back. A study at the University of Vienna revealed that even untrained dogs instinctively avoid angry facial expressions. Even from strangers, they don't wait for you to yell. A narrowed gaze, a tight jaw, or pursed lips is enough to set off red flags in their brain. It's no coincidence. After thousands of years living alongside humans, dogs have learned to read facial expressions, just like toddlers learn to read their mother's eyes. They can't say, "I'm scared," but their trembling paws and averted gaze say it all. Have you ever seen your dog crawl under the bed or retreat, even though you didn't scold them? Maybe your face said something they feared. And if facial expressions are warning signs, then body language is like a wide-open book. You say, "I'm okay," but your hands are shaking, your eyes darting. To a dog, that's a lie. They don't understand individual words, but they read every tiny movement. A glance, clenched hands, stiff posture, these are diary entries to your dog. If someone approaches you with a cheerful tone, but keeps their hands in their pockets and feet crossed in unease, your dog won't buy it. They can feel the mismatch between actions and energy, and that's when they back away. The truth is, dogs don't fake, and because of that, they don't fall for fakery. Have you ever seen your dog react negatively to someone who seemed friendly? Tell us how that made you feel. And if you've ever raised a child, you know this. A dog can sense danger faster than anyone else. There are times when your child and your dog both look at someone, and you're still smiling politely. You've probably seen it. A dog quietly stepping in front of a child as a stranger approaches. Or a trembling child clings to you while the dog growls without making a sound. That's not coincidence. In a world of pure emotion, dogs and children haven't yet learned how to ignore instinct. They sense energy, good or bad, instantly and without disguise. And when that energy feels dangerous, they react on the spot. If both your dog and your child back away from someone, don't ignore it. Have you ever seen your dog become defensive when someone approached your child? Don't hesitate to share. It might help others recognize the same signs. And dog memory? It's more terrifying than we think, because sometimes a person only needs to resemble someone bad, and the dog will still walk away. Dogs might not remember your birthday, but they never forget who hurt them. A harsh word, a light kick, or just ignoring their excited tail wag, that's all it takes to leave a lasting emotional mark. Strangely, they don't just remember the smell, they remember footsteps, the voice, even the way someone walks. If another person shares even a fraction of that, they grow cautious. They grow quiet, They might even growl. According to Scientific American, dogs have emotional memory capacity comparable to a 3 to 4-year-old child. A painful lesson is never repeated. They don't hate. They don't seek revenge. They simply protect themselves from being hurt again. Have you ever seen your dog turn cold toward someone familiar but strange? Maybe that person lives in their memory for a reason. And it's not just people. Dogs can reject other dogs too, without any obvious cause. Two strange dogs meet. One growls, the other backs off. But for them, this isn't the first meeting. Dogs don't just remember humans, they remember traumatic experiences with other dogs. If they were once attacked by a large black dog, the next time they meet a similar-looking one, their defenses activate. Growling, retreating, barking non-stop. Just like people get nervous when facing someone who reminds them of past pain. Dogs do too. The difference is, they can't hide it. And their reaction isn't aggression. It's the survival instinct of someone who's been hurt. Have you ever had to hold your dog back as they overreacted to another dog that seemed harmless? That could be a memory coming back to life. And sometimes, you don't need to understand. You just need to trust that your dog sees what you can't. No doctor, no test, and yet a dog can sense something's wrong. Just by sitting beside you. When someone falls into depression, their body changes. Sweat smells different. Heart rate and breathing slow down. These invisible signals are loud and clear to dogs. According to Harvard Medical School, many dogs can detect and support their owners through anxiety, insomnia, and even before a panic attack happens. They don't ask, "Are you okay?" They just sit close, place their head on your leg, and look up quietly. Sometimes, that presence says more than 1,000 words. Have you ever felt low, and your dog quietly sat beside you for hours? If so, share that moment with us. But the most haunting truth is this. Dogs can sometimes sense the final goodbye, before anyone else can. Some dogs in nursing homes have been seen lying next to patients just before they passed away. And it happened too many times to be a coincidence. In Rhode Island, a dog named Oscar shocked an entire team of doctors by accurately predicting the deaths of over 25 patients. He would only lie beside someone when he sensed something very different. A scent coming from shutting down cells that no medical device could detect. According to the New England Journal of Medicine, this is not fantasy. When bodily systems begin to shut down, distinct gas molecules are released, and dogs are the only living beings who can smell it. They might not understand what death is, but they know it's time to stay. If you've ever heard a story like that, a dog that refused to leave someone in their final moments, please share it. Stories like those remind us that love is the last instinct left. And even without death, sometimes just one fake smile is enough to make a dog step back. And that means more than you think. A certain look, a certain touch, a certain laugh. What seems normal to us might be a red flag to your dog. Have you ever seen your dog bark furiously at someone who did nothing wrong? Or hide under the table for no reason? Don't drag them out. Don't scold them to be nice. You might be dismissing the most important warning sign of your life. Dogs sense what humans can't. It's not magic. It's evolution, fine-tuned over thousands of years by our side. And what they're doing is protecting the ones they love. When a dog doesn't trust someone, ask yourself, what am I missing? Have you ever regretted ignoring your dog's instinct, only to realize later they were right? Please share your story. It might help someone else listen better next time, Because in the end, dogs don't talk, but they love. And they love with their entire fleeting life. Dogs don't need words. They love you, protect you, and sometimes warn you against what even you refuse to see. One strange glance, one quiet retreat, one relentless bark you got annoyed with. All of it is a whisper from a primal world, where there are no lies, no compromise, only unwavering loyalty. A dog is not just a pet. They are your silent guardian, your second heart. And when they feel something is wrong, they'll stand in front of you without a second thought. If your dog has ever done something strange, yet turned out to be right, believe this, they know more than we think. And if this video touched a memory in your heart, leave a comment. Who knows? What your dog did might be the most precious thing you've never truly understood. Don't forget to subscribe, because the world of dogs still holds wonders waiting to be revealed.